Hello, welcome back to Airmech. And welcome to Thor, my first cast on Thor. So, excuse me. The last cast, I said there was 2 games. I'm pretty sure there's 3 games that I need to cast here from these set of players. I need to double check that, but I will work it out after this. But again, on the blue team, we have Sport running Striker and we have Tyrone running Paladin. On the red team, we have Mechmind running the Helix and Incineration running the Striker. Let's see how it goes. I don't know the starts on Thor, but it seems like they're both sides are going to be starting on the outpost, and I would assume move to the other outpost, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, Thor has some weird... There's this factory over on this island that takes a lot of effort to capture, and this one that also only has a single bridge connecting it. Right now, we're just in the early sets of the game. Longhorns and Geminis on the red team. And I would assume Longhorns... just Longhorns on the blue side, it seems so far. Yeah, red team starting to siege that other outpost. Blue team doing the same. Blue team's also working over here. There's the Geminis. Blue team a little bit behind, I would say, on the capture game right now. Tyrone taking the outpost, but it will be fairly behind the red team. Yeah, red team has it captured. Seems like blue team is trying to gain as much ground as possible. This middle base will actually be fairly hard to capture in the general scheme of this match. Red team's going to start fighting over this. Some HAATs are placed to try to hold off. Or those are neutrals. Never mind. Ignore me. A lot of chaos. Red team going to try to siege this now. Sport trying to hold it as Incineration and Mechmind are putting a lot of resources into capturing this while Tyrone's across the map. Tyrone's coming quickly over to try to help, but I think it's already beyond gone. The Sport seems to have given up on it. Tyrone low on health. Getting hit. Factory running out of energy. Levels up, so extra HP. They're still trying to hold. Factory goes down. Tyrone low on health. Incineration and Mechmind will focus him down and kill him as Sport gets out alive. Sport's going to try to save what he can from this fight. As Mechmind is coming with Butchers, they're going to start sieging this outpost now. Keeping the momentum going. Tyrone now grabbing creeps. Oh, no. He's going to go capture the factory way up here. They take the outpost as the few Geminis that are there are not enough to hold. Sport trying to get them off the low ground, trying to keep them alive. One goes down. Tyrone coming with the Seeker and Gatly to try to help. Gatly dropped. Rebel's going to surround that Gatly. Tyrone has to leave. Tyrone low on health. Gets down and heals. Still low. Taking Helix fire. Will go down. Up top, the Incinerator actually captures this outpost. Blue team is starting to lose a lot of ground. Sport's going to pull back. Half HP. Running out of energy. Butcher in a Rebel tank. Gatly dropped those with Geminis. Sergeants dropped the reinforced. Outpost is almost immediately retaken. Yeah. Captured. Red team now, though, has a hold up here. Incineration is going to focus up here. He's going to drop a Gatly up here to clear out that factory. Moving its tank and Ratchet. Longhorn, I think? Yeah, Longhorn and Ratchet forwards. Tyrone now going to try to re-siege this outpost. Can't really get much work done. Sport's going to clear out these few red units and will hopefully capture that factory back. Mechmind moving a force. Moved all the army that was on this island over. So that force is going to move on this outpost, I would assume. Incineration low on health, trying to take this factory. Saves the Gatly before going down. Those 2 Geminis are pounding that outpost. Rebels drop to recapture. Mechmind comes with Mortys to reinforce. Sport is forced off. Half HP. Tyrone low on health. Needs to heal up, but can't get the time to do it. Running out of energy. Tyrone tries to get away. He's going to heal a little bit more, but he's low on health. He will go down again. Butchers are being dropped to take out this push. Very effective at stopping pushes. All the tanks running low on health. Morty's dropped to clear out the factory. Sport has to drop and heal. Only 1 Butcher left in the outpost. It will drop, but more Butcher... Or no, Sergeants will drop to recapture it. Incineration still has a heart... Or no, sticking mech. Oh, Incineration goes down to Tyrone. Red team right now owns most of the map. This factory will get recaptured. Sport is going to take a Longhorn and start harassing this outpost. As Tyrone with Sergeants is going to try to recapture this outpost. But unfortunately, there's too many tanks there. He will not be able to recapture this right now. Mortys are going to recapture it. More Mortys are going to get dropped. Seeker drop to keep him off. Sport comes to support. As Incinerate is armoring up the factory down there so it doesn't fall. Mechmind's keeping hold of this outpost. Sport's going to drop some shooters to try to take out that outpost. Sport's right now trying to harass, pull the attention of one of the red mechs back to their side. Mechmind's going to siege this factory. Factory will go down. Shooters drop to try to recapture it. All the mechs are coming up here to fight over this factory. Mechmind gets back and heals. Incineration also heals. They need to get a generator on that outpost if they're going to try to use that as a foothold. That outpost will actually get captured by Sport. Shooters being dropped on the back base. Oh no, those are Mortys. Tyrone with Bucky's trying to siege this factory, but Bucky's are not that strong. Trying to save the Bucky's, low in health, has to pull back. Morty's getting some damage on the main base, but it's very low. Morty's are going to get also dropped by Incineration, take back this outpost. Generator was put down to try to hold it. Up here, all those Bucky's basically were taken out other than one. Tyrone's trying to stop a red push from Mechmind with very few resources. 2 sergeants, a Bucky there, the whole Sport has lost control of the outpost. We'll pull those infantry back to try to recapture it. Mechmind still building tanks, trying to keep a hold of that as Tyrone's going to do damage to this factory.
We've lost an outpost, Commander.
The last of those blue units over here are gonna die. Sport with Mortys coming after the factory. Unfortunately, it's heavily armored. Those Mortys won't be able to do much. Tyrone will capture the factory across the map, though. Incineration coming with Gatly and a Morty to answer. Sport dropping his Mortys he's been having to reinforce this. Incineration's going to give up on that plan as Mechmind's back to managing their army over here. This is the main force of Red right here. They don't really have much else. Incineration trying to catch Tyrone out, but will not be able to get the kill. Mechmind has to pull back, was trying to get some damage on that outpost. And Tyrone and Sport on top of Mechmind. They can't really touch that base right now. Incineration scouting, trying to figure out what's going on. Getting some damage on Tyrone. Tyrone drops a buster tank. Sport on their way back. They've been building... Oh, it's just Mortys over there. Never mind. Gatly and Sergeant drop down on the low ground. Tyrone's trying to manage the units well. Gemini going to be dropped back at the back of the red base. Incineration trying to get the kill on Tyrone with Mechmind. Their army is slowly pushing forwards as Sport is starting to harass back here. There's still a Gemini on the base here, but it wasn't in range to shoot down at it from there. Artillery piece is going down for Tyrone. That tank buster might go down though. Longhorn's dropped in the back line. He saved the tank buster. Trying to pull back what he can. Will actually trade a tank for a tank. Tyrone will go down, but is able to keep all of his units alive. That Gatly will probably go down though. Gemini still pounding the back base. Artillery piece is in danger by the Longhorns. Longhorns got distracted by Sport, so they won't go down. Big army by Red here. They aren't committing for the full push, though. Sport grabbing creep, going for an outpost capture, I would assume. Yeah, dropping the creep is going to try to clear. Incineration out of energy, trying to make their way back. We'll fill up. We'll drop a generator. Tyrone trying to clear. Those units were killed fairly quickly. Mechmind seems to be afraid to make this push here. There isn't anything here stopping this push from the blue team. Afraid that something might be in the hands of the blue team that they don't know. Another Gemini, I assume? No, just a creep drop at the back of the red base. It's going to be cleared out fairly quickly. Goliath's being dropped by the blue team. Mechmind dropping Longhorns around the main base to distract. Goliath dropped an answer. Sport's gonna actually clear out these units here. This was the outpost's main defensive force. Most of the units are killed. A turtle and buster tank are all that's left. Tyrone trying to stop these Longhorns from getting more damage in. All three will go down. I don't know if that was really worth the trade of losing 3 Longhorns for that damage. Tyrone with a single Goliath flying around, not sure what to do with it. Incineration trying to siege this outpost. Low on health. Incineration is going to go hide behind their base. He's going to heal up. The Goliath will take him out, though. He doesn't realize it's sitting back there. Mechmind trying to get some XP off this large group of creeps that are sitting there. He's able to kill one, but isn't able to kill a large portion of them. Mechmind's going to go to try to finish them off. Trying to get some free XP. Keep their XP lead going. This outpost has fallen. Sport doing a lot of damage to Incinerate. Incinerate low on health, out of energy. Incinerate will go down. Sport's going to quickly go grab. I would assume he was going to grab the Mortys to try to capture that quickly. Goliath dropped up here by Tyrone. Trying to keep pressure here. Trying to keep this push from ever happening. Sport has taken the outpost now. There's a group of butchers now moving around. Sport will actually grab them, heal them up, and will use them for later use. Longhorns being dropped on the base again by Mechmind. Still afraid to commit to the full assault. Sport's going to go for the other outpost. Only 1 creep left in the outpost. Shooters were built quickly, but the outpost will go down, and there's not enough creep. Oh no, there is enough creeps there to be captured. Sport now has control of this outpost. Either side has an outpost close to the main base. Units quickly dealt with as Goliaths are set up. A single Goliath set up to defend. Sport is harassing the back of the red base now. More Longhorns by Mechmind being dropped. The middle base at some point was captured by red team. All those neutrals got cleared out. I unfortunately missed that. Mechmind and Tyrone trading. Sport now low on energy, wants to try to take this factor out. Mechmind's on Sport, half health. Sport is just faster than the Helix. Incinerate wasn't able to get there in time to react. Mechmind starting to get a little bit impatient, dropping the Goliaths forwards, trying to kill what they can. Tyrone's managing as much as possible. Tyrone will get back and save that Goliath in time. Incinerate's trying to recapture that outpost as a Goliath is dropped on their main base. A lot of missiles in an Incinerate. He didn't realize the damage that was hit. He gets back to the base. Unfortunately, there's a Goliath pounding their factory. He has to pull back their Goliath. He's low on health. He will go down to Sport. Mechmind has realized the situation, is quickly reacting. Second Goliath is dropped. A lockbox has been dropped to put a shield on the main base. At this time, Tyrone's now trying to kill what they can on this base here. Incineration trying to keep Sport off their main base. But it seems like the blue forces are starting to move in. Both armies are generally the same. Red's a little bigger, but it's all up here. Nothing is back at their main base. And they have hit the cap. Mechmind kills Tyrone up here. This is really their only opportunity. He needs to push. Because their cap is hit. There's nothing Incineration can do back here to defend. The Goliaths are pounding the base. Mechmind is sending the forces in finally. There's a Devastator though waiting for him. Lockbox set up to shield the base. Incineration's trying their best, but their cap is just filled. He can't build the units that he needs to defend this. Mechmind has come to react. Sport is forced off. Red team's getting low. The red army is being held at bay by Tyrone and the Devastator right now. Red's base is getting lower and lower. Goliath is still a Goliath left. All the butchers are on the wrong side of the base here. Gorgon's gonna hold them off. Goliath dropped the cover to stop the other Goliath. Rebel tanks dropped to the back as the main red force is just being deleted over there with no support by any mechs. Rebel tanks being dropped to finish it off, and blue team will win another match. Red had the power for the army they had set up over here. If it was sent earlier, they could have won this game because there was nothing from blue here. Yes, they might have built some units to react, but by this point, red had all of their cap taken on that side of the map. So Incineration could do nothing to hold this because he couldn't build anything. Well, thank you for watching.